Hey there, this is Eli, aka Devoted Day Trader. Today I placed 3 trades and they were all winners. I traded IQ, what else? I traded BIDU and ATUS. And I was able to utilize the daily levels to capture a $5 move on BIDU. So let's get to the trades. So on IQ, what I saw on IQ, it gapped up about 6% in pre-market because they announced their quarterly earning, and they had their expected loss was smaller than what people were anticipating. And what I saw in the pre-market was this long bottoming tail, which implies buying pressure. And then on the weekly chart, I saw that we were in a uptrend. It's always good to trade with the trend. And when I saw that we were moving higher, I just went long. This was designed as a quick scalp trade. On the daily chart, I knew that we had the 200 moving average, this red line. That was my final target, and it popped up, so I got in at 1918 with a stop right below the low of this bar. It popped up. I locked in profit at 1953. I took more off at 1990, and I took the rest off at 2005. And I had this daily level as well. So this level right here on the daily chart in September, it rejected this price. So we had the 200 and the daily level, and I knew that the stock was most likely going to reverse from that point, and that's what happened. So pretty proud with the first trade, just a quick scalp. And now, yeah, so that was that. The second trade was on BIDU, also a Chinese company, so was IQ. And BIDU, they had better than expected quarterly earning. And what I liked about BIDU was on the weekly chart, we've been consolidating, so it's pretty much flat. So if the company has good news, most likely it's gonna break out to the upside because it's been consolidating on the weekly chart. And in the open, what I saw was this huge bar, buyers just stepping up. We got above pre-market high, and I really liked this bottoming tail. We tested VWAP and these moving averages, and we bounced up. And as soon as I saw that, I went long with a stop at 116.24. My entry was a 116.95, and my final target was 120. So if we look on the 5-minute, 121.36, because I got that from the daily chart. If we look on, so on the daily chart, in the past, actually, let me pull up the daily chart because this is pretty important. So it got above this level. This is where the stock moved up to before it sold off. So we got above this level in the open, and then after that, the next level was 121. This level right here, we made a double top here, one top, two tops, and then we sold off. So I knew that it could potentially get to this level, and that's what it did. It literally got to that price. So I took some profit. I did lock in profit on the way up. I locked in profit here because because we were at 118.75 and it kind of hesitated. So took some profit there because the quarter dollar could act as resistance or psychological resistance in this case. So I wanted to lock in some profit. I took more off at 120 because I figured, yeah, the final target is 121.36, but 120 is a nice whole number that could potentially act as psychological resistance. So I took more off at 120. And then my final target got hit. I was so happy when it got to my final target because it was not so easy to hold on to this because this bar, this red bar, scared me a bit, I have to admit, and it was on decent volume, so I thought we were going down, but then it kept going higher. Right here, it went down, so this bottoming tail was red at some point, and I thought we were going to move lower, but it just kept going, and it hit my final target. So the key is these daily levels are key. It's very important that we identify them in pre-market, because right now it's not going to get above this high. My last trade was on ATUS. So this was a second day play. I traded this yesterday and today. I knew from trading it yesterday that there were buyers who were not going to let this stock sink, because when I was trading it yesterday, when sellers were pushing it down, there was a huge bar that spiked on 3.7 million of volume. And so so that told me that buyers were not going to let this thing sell off. And what I saw was we started off strong with two big bars, and we were hanging around VWAP. And once I saw that, I just went long. And my first target was yesterday's high, because yesterday's high could act as resistance. So I got in at 26.45. We got to yesterday's high. I locked in profit, and then I knew that 27 was my final target. Why? Because we had this 200 moving average on the 5-minute, and I just I saw a big ask on the level 2 actually at 26.99. So when we have a big ask, it means the stock is most likely going to move in that direction to fill that order. And yes, so I took some more profit right here because this was a big bar and I just wanted to lock in some profit. And then I took the rest off literally at 26.99, and then after I took it off, it sold off. So my timing for the exit was spot on. So these were the trades today. 3 trades out of 3. Huge day in terms of profit. And if you have any questions or comments about my trades, feel free to comment below, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.